Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. All right, yeah, obviously you guys would have read the title. Yeah, in this video I'm going to be ranking all of my Algicosathlon episodes on a tier list, sort of like half giving a review of the series, that sort of thing. Um, so yeah, let's just get straight into it. All right, so day one. Um, yeah, I've also got the playlist here, so I'm gonna look back at stuff. Day one, okay. Um, probably somewhere around A to B, obviously, are very nostalgic to me, making it. If you go to the start here, yeah, the opening, it's kind of silly. Just host gets a random flying piece of paper. Yeah, the idea behind this opening is like, I wanted to make it, like kind of similar to a Mario game, like a Super Mario game, where the ending, like usually the same thing, Peach gets kidnapped, like it's a bit silly and it's really simple, but it makes sense. Like you can understand what's going on. I didn't really intend for the most like in depth lore for this series. Like I'd say my Algicosathlon is fairly vanilla. But yeah, that's what's going on. Wait, where is it? this wait this I can't believe I screwed this up so bad. This helicopter. Basically, I've got like a PNG of a helicopter, and I didn't know how to use like a magic eraser, so I like literally erased like the outline of the helicopter, and then I colored the rest in with what I thought was this hex color of the sky, but it was something different, and I messed it up. And as soon as it happened, I was like, oh well, wow, whatever. It looks pretty bad, but I'll just go with it. But nowadays, like if I made that mistake, I would have just redone it. It looks so bad, but and yeah, obviously the art style is yeah, very shaky to start off with. I actually like the challenge. The challenge is pretty cool. Obviously, I reused it, I think, a couple times. Um, and yeah, that's about it for this episode. I like how for the first like processing leaderboard, I made it so the colors are aligned in like a rainbow order. I reckon that looks really nice. But yeah, other than that, not really much else to say about day one. I reckon Yeah, I reckon just it's so nostalgic for me. I'll put it in A tier. And then yeah, moving on. Day two. This this episode needs its own tier. I don't like day two. All right, so there we go. Day two tier. Now, why do I not like day two a lot? Well, I mean, for starters, the opening skit's like 4 slides long. It's stupid. Uh, anyway, so yeah, the challenge, if you all remember, is to get host a blue ball. Yeah. If you're like over 13, you would probably realize how that sounds not too great for an Algicosathlon. And when I wrote the storyboard for this, I was like, I think like 12 when I wrote the storyboard for this episode. And then, like, as soon as I was looking, okay, time to animate day two, I was looking back at the storyboard, I was like, oh no, did I really do this? And it's not like I can just say the color of the ball that they have to get is different because blue ends up winning by turning himself into a ball and it can't mess with the like event results, obviously. So yeah, I just had to like bite the bullet. I hate that so much. I hate it. But anyway, I mean the challenge is like it's really boring anyway. Like it's just oh yeah, they stumble across. Oh look, here's one. Let's go hand it to host. I guess like the only really interesting thing that happens is purple like leaves pink and lavender in this episode and goes to like turquoise and black. But like, and this is so early on in the series that I usually kind of forget that purple was even with these two to begin with. But anyway, yeah, obviously, I think I said this, but yeah, the art, the drawings, they look still terrible at this stage. And then yeah, oh, who could have guessed Maroon, the where I'm mad at everything guy gets eliminated first. I really like that I did a non-elimination for day one as well. Like I just think that should happen with every Algicosathlon. At least give all of the characters like more than one episode to do stuff. Oh, also another thing for day one. It's in the pinned comment, but uh, where is it? Yeah, I said the points will increase by 1.25. And literally like one job, and I failed at that. They actually increased by 1.1. I have no idea how I made that mistake, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's day two. Anyway, moving on, day three. I actually really like day three. Definitely one of the best early episodes, in my opinion. Um, oh yeah, that was really weird. Like, Pink just kills Olive for no reason. That was strange. Yeah, the last episode that includes this like really really old intro. I made this in 2021, like a year before I even started animating. Day one itself. This is really old, and I actually I had the idea of using what's the song? Yeah, different heaven, Nekozilia. Like I remember being like 9 years old and wanting to use that song for an Algicosathlon intro. It's not even that good, but anyway, yeah, the challenge I reckon it's pretty cool. Yeah, this shot where like the blues and the grey scales go to war, that's pretty fun. Silver flying through the air, and then she gets destroyed. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, yeah, Brown actually goes on a bit of a rampage, doesn't he? Yeah, he gets a lot of kills. Um, oh yeah, and yeah, I remember. Yeah, so I made it so it was like if you get a kill, you get 10 additional bonus points. Now, the only reason I did that was to make Silver's elimination like slightly closer to Lilac because she got a kill, but still Silver ends up getting eliminated. I just figured, may as well, yeah, sure. 4 point differential. Oh god, that really lime green does not work well. I'm glad I changed that later on. Jesus. Uh, but yeah, that's about it. I really like this episode. You know the like it's still pretty simple, like the challenge. But yeah, I think day three is pretty neat. Moving on, day four. Oh yes, that was BMX. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, let's go through this one. So, yes. Firstly, new intro. Well, I mean, it looks slightly different. Still white background, but yeah, it looks pretty nice. I realized if I didn't muted the entire time. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, different song. And yeah, the BMX obviously are very very inspired by like actual um like Algicosathlons that do use Algodo. Absolute classic. And yeah, I thought like this moment where Brown and Navi at the end of the chat. I've got no idea what happened to the microphone here, but basically, I just say how it's funny that Brown gets shot up by the BMX thingy. Like, because you know that happens sometimes in the actual Algodo events. That was pretty cool. But honestly, yeah, it's a pretty yeah, I don't know, pretty safe episode. It's not really that. It's not really too exciting. Who gets eliminated again? Oh yeah, it was Cyan. Yes, of course. How could I forget? Three last places in the first four events. That was yes, intentional. Yeah, look at this. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven people were overtaken. That's yeah, that's rough. rough. Um, oh, and yeah, you get first look at the trampoline. That's right. Yeah, I remember thinking like, oh yeah, wow, I'll make it so whoever was eliminated 2 days ago gets to the eliminated place. I thought that was like an absolutely genius idea at the time, but I mean, it's kind of just like a slight change. It doesn't really matter. Here's the dough. If you somehow manage to kill yourselves, lol. Yeah, that's stupid. Um, anyway, yeah, I think Dayfall's pretty good. I don't think it deserves anything higher than B though, or higher than C. All right, moving on to day five. Oh yeah, this is the one with the fire, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Um, yeah, I don't know. Besides that, I don't really think there's anything to say about this one really. Another just boring. I mean, it's not really boring. I mean, it was kind of fun to animate it a little bit. Um, it's like it was pretty easy, just progressively making the fire bigger with every like slide. Um, yeah, orange dies first. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, olive, pink, and lavender are still going at it. Jesus, Pink just picks him up and throws him in there. Oh, I forgot about that. Wow. Um, then yeah, oh yeah, this is a kind of bit of comedy. From, from Green. But no, yeah, it was Yellow who says, "Oh no, I've got screen time. That means I'm gonna die." And then Green just goes, what are you doing, Yellow? You gotta get out of there." And then he falls from the sky. As like the joke was, Yellow was right, and it's kind of ironic here. Basically, that's what it was. Everyone gets screen time, just dies. Oh yeah, this one was this is a classic. Remember, line: if you can't see the fire can't see you. And then the next line is just gone. Yeah, that's pretty funny. But yeah, pretty standard elimination. It's Lavender. No one cares about Lavender. Oh yeah, she had this rant right at the end. Whatever. Surely that's not like a precursor to what what she could turn into later in the series. No, I don't think so. Um, and then yeah, Silver lands at the trampoline. Yeah, pretty simple episode, but I don't know. I think probably worthy of B tier because there's two funny moments. That's pretty cool. Day six now. I think I can comfortably put this in A tier. This is definitely one of my more favorite episodes. It's like the first challenge, which is actually like kind of pretty interesting. Besides turquoise, it was a like navy and I believe white. Wait, wait, that's literally just the final three. How did I not realize that until now? And oh yeah, they just like win instantly, which is kind of stupid. But yeah, stuff like yellow firing trapdoor. Of course, this was the beginning of the yellow X green ship. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is a pretty cool moment. Brown just punches the wall. Oh yeah, and it's in line with the music. Yeah. Geez, Brown must be pretty strong, you know. And yeah, there's also, I believe, a Henry Stickmin, sorry, reference with purple. Yeah, it's a pretty fun episode to watch, I reckon. I believe it's just Pink who gets eliminated, but I think it was a fairly close elimination. And it was the beginning of Silver and Cyan's friendship at the trampoline. I really like this episode. And of course, Yellow wearing a Santa hat, released on Christmas, of course. And yeah, that's about it for day six. Moving on. Day 7, yes, this, of course, was the episode where they go to the abandoned city. Like, the inspiration, yeah, of course, "Shut up and get in the van." That's a direct quote from, I believe one of the BFDIA 5 episodes. I don't remember which one, but from Pencil. And the abandoned city, I literally just got that idea from, um, what was it, like, Yoyle City that they go to in 5E and I IDFB. It's literally just like copied directly from that. And yeah, kind of forest lava thing. It's actually poison. There's some pretty cool moments. Blue just Blue loses his legs. That's so weird to look at. Um, yeah, oh yeah, Lime. Oh no, he drops the dynamite. I believe that's a reference to day one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, day one. There was this whole like explosion thingy. Yes, I remember. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Definitely a highlight of day one. But anyways, yeah, day 7. Introduction to the new place. I also think it's pretty good. Not as good as day 6, but yeah, and you can tell the art style is starting to get pretty consistent from now on. Oh yeah, and also I liked how at the end, like, Host removes all the poison and Turquoise is just like sitting there like miles above the ground. And I believe one of the only times we see Host actually float. That is also one of his powers. Um, but yeah, Lavender arrives. Oh yeah, she just straight up has a heart attack. That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's about it. Day 8. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. Tough. Oh, I didn't do day 7. It's probably a B tier, honestly. Day 8, between these two right here. I'll put it in A tier for now. Obviously, pretty long episode, 2 events, of course. To be completely fair, the dodgeball wasn't really that exciting. Oh yes, so yeah, this scene with Turquoise from her POV, that was pretty cool. But yeah, the swimming was definitely the cooler event here. Nothing too special. Olive and Ten get on a raft together. That was interesting. I wonder what they might have been talking about. Um, and then yeah, it's, yeah, just kicking her feet in the water. Um, yeah, Lime, Lime, very stupid. Yeah, so that's basically his entire personality. And yeah, Gray gets eliminated. No one really cares about Gray. Another one of the colors who's like has a really basic personality. There was probably too many. I made too many of those. Like, Gray, like brown, red, kind of white and gold as well. They even though they made it far, they all kind of have like a lot of the same personality, really. Yeah, Pink Lancer the Tramp ending scene's not too big, but yeah, I'd say is hmm. I'll leave it in A tier for now. Yeah, so we go. I might reorder these a little bit. Moving on to day 9. Of course, the snow. Yeah, Purple wakes up to snow. I don't know why. Yeah, day 9 and 10. Then it's just like snowing a bit. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They have a snowball fight stuff, and then yeah, the skiing has been not too exciting. I'd say. Uh, Probably Green doing a backflip. That was probably the most exciting part. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty cool. Change of pace. The snow just like looks a little bit more interesting. Um, fairly close eliminate, fairly close elimination. Blue gets done, and oh yeah, I forgot there's a scene right at the end saying there's a debut. Um, Still no, not too exciting. I put it in B tier though. You know, I think Snow carries it a little bit. Day 10, of course, the debut. Starting gets pretty cool. Yeah, brown and red, ultimate duel, the duelers. And then it's just so funny to me. Like, I can't even remember what Olive does, but I got that sound effect. Was it like from Call of Duty or something? I can't even remember. Um, they happens to Green as well. I'm surprised it doesn't happen to Gold because he also backtalks Host as well. But then anyway, yeah, they go back to Plainland, which is the official place of you know where Algicosathlon took place from days 1 to 6. Meets all the debutants. You know, they're pretty cool. Oh yeah, I forgot. I had this little event sort of like preview thing. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it's a nice little change up. And then it was Shadow and Lilac. I mean, it was pretty obvious Lilac was going to debut because I did this thing where it's like, oh yeah, White, I've got something to tell you for some reason, and then Host like cuts her off. I don't know why I did that. Like, oh yeah, Lilac and Lavender, they're sisters. Wow, of course, so interesting. Um, and then yeah, I actually like there's like yeah, strategy, like actual strategy. Like Lilac, Shadow, and Indigo, they just do nothing for a bit because they all have a greater than not chance to debut. And then Indigo gets done from the money offer, and Lilac pushes him off. And then he doesn't even get the money anyway because Host said if you'd fall off intentionally. That's pretty funny. And then, yeah, I forgot, yeah, these three were just like chilling the entire time. And then I remember Host says, hey everyone, yellow, green, olive, but most importantly, the dough is back. Why am I acting like I'm a comedic genius writing this? That's not even that funny, but anyway, yeah, they debut. That's pretty cool. I'd say this is worth an A tier. Obviously, fairly long episode, one of the longer ones. Day 11 now. Um, I don't know. This one's not too exciting. Oh, except for the fact, yes, this really good intro in my opinion. Like this intro definitely deserved to be in more than just what was it like 8 episodes. Like honestly, I'm really proud of how this intro turned out. Like sort of space theme, use like the slide like transition sort of thing. It's not like the most exciting thing in the world, but I reckon it turned out really nice. Pretty good song as well. NCS Muffin. Anyway, yeah, apple harvesting. Not. I mean, it's pretty much as exciting as it sounds. This is a sort. This is I can't speak. This is the sort of time when Magenta gets these like powers. Um, all of just like, what's going on? Anyway, yeah, I believe it's like, yeah, Shadow wins his debut event. That was pretty cool. Anyway, I don't know. Why am I hyping this episode up? It's not that cool. Probably a C tier, honestly. I've been ranking these too high, honestly. They're not even that good. And day 12, this starting scene's pretty cringeworthy. Green, he's all sad. Uh, Pretty boring event as well. I'd say just hide and seek. I mean, some of the like landscapes, like this library. I mean, it's kind of interesting. And then yeah, it was like, oh yeah, Green's just like reading a book. I forgot that. That was pretty cool. Green lights reading. There you go. Yeah, overall, not a very exciting event, and I believe one of only two that don't even reach the 10-minute mark. Day 12 is a D tier. Yeah, definitely these like 12, 13, 14. These episodes honestly aren't really that exciting. And yeah, I was like pretty demotivated, honestly, animating these three episodes because like after day 15, that's a rejoin, obviously. Like after that, the events like they start to get a bit more exciting and stuff. But yeah, like after the debut here, it was just a bit of a rough patch. Like where it was just like I just had to get these episodes done. They're not really that particularly interesting, but yeah, just got to keep going. Um, oh yeah, Black was eliminated. Oh yeah, that was a pretty close elimination. 7 points. Probably the only exciting thing about that episode. But yeah, on to day 13 now. Yeah, these were the string of two where it's just climb up and down the building. Bit of a nothing starting skit, to be honest. Um, oh yeah, there's a teapot reference right here. I'm taking the elevator, stupid. You're gonna lose if you. Oh wait, why it says that? Anyway, you know what I'm saying. From I believe it was basketball and Naily, and then yeah, I think the elevator's cool. I put in some elevator music when Green goes in there. I think that was a nice touch. um, yeah, Turquoise finally does bad in an event. Um, and then yeah, Lime, who's up to that point was like barely surviving eliminations, like every single episode. Finally, his time's up. The goofball of the series, and then oh yeah, and a bit of a stupid ending skit. You know, Orange tries to, as the cool kids say these days, "riz up yellow." Oh my god, why did I say that? Okay. Day 13. What does it get? What does it get? Day 13 gets a I don't know, C tier. moving on, moving on. Oh yes, one good thing about this episode, bit of a what's the word? Foreshadowing. These are the two finale to Turquoise and Navy. They're playing tic tac toe. That's pretty cool. Yes, obviously it was intentional. But yeah, other than that, the events just yeah, most of them just like climb. I mean, not climb, fall off the building, and yeah, it didn't really give a good look. Uh, a lot of them just jump off the building. It's not. It doesn't send the greatest message. Everyone, I said it in the comments as well, but do not jump off of buildings in real life. You are not in an Algicosathlon. You will not get better event results. Do not do it. So yeah, bit of a strange old episode. I can't remember who gets out red. Who cares? Um, oh yeah, there's another interesting thing. Lavender's straight up king hits Grey. I think Grey was trying to trash talk a little bit. That was kind of the earliest signs of the like plot twist sort of thing that happens. But other than that, yeah, just this episode, just not particularly interesting, but just important to get through it. And okay, I might put 13 down to C. I'll put 14 up to C, I'd say. And here we are at day 15, starting to get towards the end. Of course, the rejoin. Lavender's sits on Grey. That's stupid. And oh yeah, it was funny. I like host revives Grey. and then as he appears, like he poofs out of existence over there. That's how it works in that universe. And yeah, Pink and Lavender, same event, Pillars and Balls, pretty good event. They go on a bit of a rampage there for a bit, but yeah, looking like favourites to win. But Cyan and Blue, they spoil their party, and of course Cyan, to quote Wario, that stupid meme, "I've won, but at what cost?" Um, and yeah, this is a pretty epic moment. Cyan, he's stuck in the middle, looks in a bad position here, but catches that ball from Silver, which gets her out, and then Yellow throws her at Cyan as well, but he does as well. They bounce off each other, and then he's got the extra ball to get Yellow again. That's a pretty epic moment. And then yeah, Yellow like follows her as she goes into the lava. Yeah, as you can see there, those are just Cyan like pixels like around her arm. I don't know why Clipchamp, but yeah, this is the sort of time where those like weird glitching pixels they start to get more frequent in the episodes, and I tell you, it was so frustrating, unbelievably frustrating. Clipchamp was so annoying, but yeah, classic Magento falling from buildings. Um, and then yeah, host here says just to make your day even better, I'm here to officially announce that there will be no more rejoins. And I'm pretty sure not very many people actually got to this part of the episode because even after this episode, I got many comments asking if there was going to be another rejoin. So that was a bit disheartening, but hey, it's alright. I'm just judging this episode, day 15 here. I think it was pretty good. Probably not A tier, but unlike the debut, it was just like out of nowhere. No one expected it. And yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty good event. Probably a little bit overused by now. This was the third time this event had been used, but it's still pretty good. I don't care. Day 16 now. Now, this is the start of the period where, yeah, the events, they get a bit more exciting. Starting to get down towards the end of their series. I mean, well, there's still like 11 left after this, but anyway, yeah, you know, host just like teleports to Lilac in a cave. That's pretty funny. Classic Lilac doesn't know what she's doing half the time, and then also funny is the fact that she ends up getting second last in the challenge. Yeah, there were definitely some cool moments here with Gold. This all seemed like their eyes and like their face was actually lit up in their color and like the text. I mean, it's not that cool, but you know, gets chased by bats. Oh yeah, I forget. Yeah, sorry guys. Another place where the microphone just like bugs out or something. I basically just mention how 10 gets that explosive dynamite and blasts into first place. Boom. Yeah, somehow Bradbury's his way into first place for this contest. And yeah, Lilac makes this epic comeback against Brown and subsequently gets Brown eliminated. And yeah, I believe this was also the first time that I actually like deliberately timed a song. Was like Kevin McLeod, like the escalation, the time at the finish of the event. So I know that's pretty cool. Whoa, there she is out of nowhere. Yeah, she wins. Um, yeah, no endings here, unfortunately, because there's no one that arrives at the trampoline because Red and Lime were teleported for the rejoin. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to give out A tiers too frequently. I say this is still only a B, I'd say. So yeah, all right. All right, now on to day 17. Um, Probably at this stage, same tier as day 16. I think it's a pretty fun episode. The start of the Gold White Alliance. I guess that's some notable thing that happens. And yeah, Navy just straight up can't do the challenge. Host says, "What? When did you become Jesus?" Okay, well, maybe I shouldn't have written that exact dialogue because that confirms that there is canonically God in this Algicosathlon universe. But anyway, yeah, Navy's just straight up excused, like, would it be in some camp or something? Lilac is just so silly, so silly. What a goofball! She gets eliminated like by an absolute landslide. She's already last by a lot, and then she gets last again. And it's mostly another one of those events where usually whoever gets screen time gets eliminated. But underwater, it's a nice little change of pace. I reckon like showing them underwater, like it's just like reducing the opacity and then doing a lot of like blue lines over them. But I don't know, like I don't think it looks that bad to be honest. And yeah, I just think of pretty stupid ways to get them eliminated. Like Magenta just pops her head up, like saying, "Oh, she could hear yelling or something," like from Turquoise. And it's like, "Oh yeah, you just eliminated yourself." Like she's smarter than that. That was a bit silly to include. But then yeah, it was pretty epic duel. This last one, Pepple and Science beating each other up underwater for a little bit, and then suddenly Cyan can't hold his breath. Whoa, whoa! Let's turn that down. And yeah, here's Purple. Uh, I think this bit it's actually animated honestly pretty well, especially also like yeah that slide where it's like a bit of shading. That's cool. Yeah, she just like pops her feet up and then just turns around. Yeah, honestly, like this is one of Cyan's like better performances in an event. Like I think it was his only medal that wasn't a last place medal. And yeah, another thing I liked was the final flag four thing. It's like it looks like they're actually in different places around the lake, which obviously that's nothing too special, but most of the time, especially in the earlier episodes, it's just like they're on like a road, and then like the lines they don't even like change at all, but it's still just like dividing. But this one actually looks like a bit better, different shade of grass. Wow, that's interesting. And then yeah, Lilac gets eliminated, reveals that Lavender was her sister, which I make a very big deal out of that for some reason. It's really not that exciting. And then also no ending skit, unfortunately, but oh yeah, I'd say that's a really good episode. Maybe even I reckon I'd put that in A. Honestly, I reckon just deserving of a A tier spot. Day 18. Oh yeah, this was also one that didn't even reach the 10-minute mark. Disappointing. Yeah, I don't know. This is one with the volcano, wasn't it? Another interesting change of landscape. The most of the episodes in the earlier, like the first half, were more just like on grass. Not too exciting, but yeah, at least it looks a bit different. But overall, it's still pretty simple, very similar, I'd say, to the Pillars and Balls event, where like they're on platforms and they just have to knock each other off. I say this is definitely like the peak of the Gold and White Alliance. I'd say they get top two. White just sacrifices himself. Um, and yeah, I believe like earlier, like they were trash talking turquoise and purple. And then yeah, they get their revenge here. But that's kind of really the only stuff that happens. Gender gets eliminated. I mean, besides Green, Green was like our only friend left. Not really too exciting. And Brown and Red, this is so stupid. They just play rock paper scissors. Yeah, definitely one of the weaker later episodes. I'd say Day 18 gets a not a D, but I'll give it a C tier. Day 19, almost 20 minutes. Wow. It's of course this yeah, I reckon this intro also turned out really well. Final 10. And yeah, it was a bit annoying to make. Like after this is, I believe, the longest episode so far, and it's like, oh yeah, I had to make a new intro on top of it. Yeah, two events. Also similar to day 8, the first team event is like it's pretty much just filler, honestly. Like it's nothing special at all. But I really like the tide rope one. There's a lot of stuff that happens from Tan just falling over and over again. I mean, Green pretty anticlimactically wins, I believe, his first event. Um, and then, yeah, also White and Gold, I believe they failed or something at the start. And then Host goes, oh, you guys were dead. Whoops. And then White turns into a Twitter user. And then, yeah, it's Olive who gets eliminated. But the main thing was Lilac arrives at the trampoline, and yeah, they she gets on a bit of beef with Lavender there. A whole fight scene. Everyone joins in, like it's bloody open brawl at the moment, and then yeah, like not host Maroon and Pink. They have a bit of chat, sort of the start of their like friendship, I'd say. Um, and yeah, I'd say it's pretty unique where Maroon he was just the guy who was yeah, mad at everything, and then he actually changes and becomes a better person. You don't see that too much. But then yeah, they break the dough, which is like mildly concerning that they can't bring them back. And then oh Jesus, I forgot I did this. Silver just makes oranges puppet. That's oh my god. Was it really that dark? Wow. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that's yeah, it's the start of that subplot there. So overall, pretty long episode, new intro, and all that. Do I put this S? I think I do. Day 19 is the first S tier. What about day 20? Oh, yes. This was uh, definitely one of my more favorites opening skits. It's actually got some stuff to it. Tan, he's all like gullible and stuff. Does stupid stuff like jumps in a lake and then falls off a tree for Shadow. And like it. Shadow, he's just like a prankster, bro. He's not even doing anything that bad, but anyway, yeah, like Tan, he collaborates with a green and purple. Oh, Green's very upset, And then yeah, eventually they get their redemption. Tan eliminates Shadow. Basically, this caused him to get eliminated. And yeah, whoa, he throws the entire scoreboard. Um, and yeah, that was pretty fitting turn of events. Of course, this was Tan's thumbnail as well. So there you go. But other than that, I don't know, the events just like touch the color. Definitely not very interesting. But then also right at the end here, um, yeah, this slide was pretty cool. I actually like, edited it using uh, some image editor. I blurred it a little bit, that stuff, and yeah, I did like a POV. The way Magenta's arm looks like that looks pretty silly. Uh, that okay, that doesn't look right at all, but yeah, I'd say it looks pretty cool. Bit of a not like cliffhanger, but like exciting end to the episode. So, I'll just put day 20 in BT because still not the event was not really the best. Day 21. I think I like this one. Yeah, this environment, like the bottom of this like pit. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, they're climbing ladders and stuff. It's mainly just a bunch of talking, and then bam, a lot of action. Navy gets his revenge. Purple just has dot eyes, and he whacks her. Jesus, I must have hurt. And then yeah, oh yeah, I did this like wobble like sound effect as turquoise lands on the ladder. That would have bloody hurt, man. Like falling for like a good like 5 seconds, and then your feet landing on the ladder. That would have hurt, but obviously not realistic physics. And then yeah, they catch. I was actually thinking about putting in that, like, the BFDI sound effect, like the snatch. And I say I almost put that in as well, but I went against it. I think the music fits well. It's just something from TTYD, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. I think it fits pretty nice, and that just goes on for the entire challenge. And then Cyan gets eliminated for the second time. Yeah, starting it down to, what is it now? The final, like, 7. And yeah, the ending skit's not too exciting. It's just like Olive and Pink and Maroon just talking about the fight. Pretty much the least exciting you could get for an episode that's like this late. Um, so yeah, where do I'll probably put this as well in BT. I think the challenge is like definitely the best part of it, but other than that, um, yeah, it's kind of just like there. And day 22 now. If you're wondering why in this episode the quality looks like slightly off, as well as day 16. Basically, when I originally exported these using Clipchamp, I was talking about those glitched pixels before. For this video and day 16, there were just like too many. It was borderline unwatchable, so I actually have recorded using some other method. So yeah, that's why it looks like a tiny bit off. But actually, in all honesty, this episode itself, I really like. The challenge is really cool. Um, it actually felt like they were like going somewhere, and then it was like a big desert. Got some water for a bit. That was pretty cool. Oh yeah, Who can forget White? Uh, walks into a cactus, and then yeah, I believe there was also some like perspective shot. Yeah, like here, it's like white and gold. Like this from White's POV, and they're just overtaking. I think it turned out pretty well. I'd say it's just like two slides, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And then maybe just gets trampled on. Oh yeah, as well. Yeah, when White and Gold use their palm leaves to go down the hill. Yes, I put in this music from Mario Party 8. I think this from some minigame, but yeah, I'd say it fits. And then yeah, it's some back to reality moment where they have to quickly go to the finish line. And then yeah, it's really a interesting moment there where Navy forfeits himself second place, I believe, to instead make sure that Purple gets last. And yeah, it's a bit of an emotional moment for her, and yeah, it caused her to get eliminated. And then also again, the ending skit doesn't live up to the rest of the episode. It's just Shadow like learning about this whole like lavender silver evil sort of thing. But the event is really cool. Like this event is one of the best in the series. And yeah, I think is this another worthy of S tier? I'd say yes, honestly. Even though the ending skit's not too good, this event, it's just I really like it. It's crossing a desert. And day 23 now. I kind of associate this with similar to what was it? I think day 20 as well, because the event in a period where most of the events are like in some sort of different uh, land. This one's just like on the road, still in the city. Kind of boring. It's just Simon Says, really, and there's nothing really to it. Tang gets eliminated, who are him and Green, who they were like the only people left that were just like kind of on their own, really. Yeah, the only really exciting thing is the ending skit where Ren and Pink just tie up Cyan, and then yeah, Silver and Cyan have a chat, and then Silver, obviously her being evil now. This is her thumbnail episode as well. Yeah, goes to like punch him and cliffhanger. Yeah, I believe this is a good place to show this now. This scene, as well as I believe two slides from day, I want to say like 21 or 20, and then also one from I think day 9. I'm not sure. Um, After writing the storyboards of those episodes, I actually drew them in Canvas after doing the storyboards, and I'll pop these on screen now. And yeah, I just find them really interesting to look at, knowing how much like I've changed with the art style, and I honestly I wish I did more. I wish I did more than just four like really old scenes. Oh yeah, I wish I did more of them to be honest. Yeah, I just find them really interesting. But anyway, back to day 23. C is what I'll give that episode. Yeah, not very long as well. I think definitely the shortest since day 18. And yeah, the events is kind of meh. But thankfully, these last four, these are all. I'd say bangers. I'd be surprised if I put one below B here. And moving on to day 24, it actually starts out in the trampoline, continuation from the cliffhanger of day 23. And then, yeah, they get, Sign gets untied, and then, they walk back into Lavender, and then it's another cliffhanger on its own. I actually think this opening skit's pretty good. It actually includes everyone, all of the final five, and yeah, it starts out with Green, waking up. So like, because the slides weren't that complex, I could do it so it's like a real time thing where like you can actually see him blink, and then yeah, Turquoise and Navy are arguing about something, and then he walks over and goes to White and stuff, and has a chat with him, and White has a chat with Gold. And then, yeah, basically, I mean, you could kind of tell how the event was going to go after this. Green has agreed to take down Navy purely for the benefit of one gold to sacrifice his own game. And then, yeah, from there, you could kind of tell Green was eventually going to get eliminated. But this challenge was also really, really good and fun to animate. Um, Kind of the only weird thing was I remember it was like a bit where it was just yeah, right here. This wasn't even in the storyboard, like this scene right here, but I just included it because it like to this point it had been like ages since Turquoise even got like screen time. And yeah, it was just like a little bit of her climbing the tree, but it doesn't look good at all. Like, just have a look. Wait, oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. Like, what is that? Like, I tried to also like, it's just hanging from her legs, like from the tree branch, like, like that does not look natural. That does not look natural. Like her legs just make a complete like a 90-degree turn, and then like her feet like go the other way as well. And then like, what is that? And yeah, she just climbs back up. Yeah, it was very weird. But the event itself, um, there's a lot of development in this. Like most of the challenges, like them talking to each other. Like I don't know, I don't really know what I'm saying here, but like basically the dialogue in this event is like actually important. Like stuff happens, and they have White. I believe he had like 4 silver medals by this point. Finally, he gets his first win in an event. As you can tell, he's pretty pumped up about it. And a gold gets denied second. Turquoise just pops out of nowhere. And then Navy gets last, obviously, which is very good for everyone else. And then Green gets eliminated. And yeah, I remember this bit was pretty funny. Just gets a water glass of water out of nowhere. And then his host says only 7 points separates you two. And he like spits out like, what? It's out of nowhere. That's pretty funny moments. Actually, a bit of dialogue from Green falling down after he gets eliminated. I don't think I did that for anyone else. And then, yeah, shockingly, everyone is tied up. That's, I don't know, pretty concerning how they're going to get out of this. And then, whoa, Shadow blends in with the background. What I originally planned was it was just Shadow, like he was just standing on here, and, like reaching past Silver to just untie them. But then I figured, oh wait, he is the same color as the floor of the trampoline, so I could do it so it's like he blends in, and yeah, works out pretty nicely. I've got to say, Silver definitely is quite oblivious, not really paying attention. And then Shadow just goes beast mode, honestly, just unties everyone. and then yeah, they escape, and then a bit of a close up sort of slow mo epic thing where Shadow gets beaten up, like, punched and kicked and stuff, and then I think this sound effect was like from Mario Party 9. I put him, like he's got superpowers. That's Silver and Lavender like, going away, getting blasted backwards. Pretty pretty epic moment, and to be continued. And then yeah, there's like this very very ending skit right at the end with Turquoise. Like one of the only times you see like the moon, it's really dark out back at the surface. And yeah, it just kind of exists just because it's still just another little skit there. 18 minutes, almost 19, pretty long. I'd say this is A tier episode. Yeah, probably high A tier. I'd say these aren't ordered or anything. I know it's not like I'm saying I prefer like day 6 to day 8. I'm just putting these in tiers, but yeah, almost knocking on the door of S tier. But I'll just put 24 in A for now. Day 25. Um, what was this one? Oh yeah, it's, they have to find their colored gem. I don't know. I think I had this idea for like the longest time, like for something for the Final Four. And yeah, it's not really too interesting, but yeah, you can obviously really tell it's starting to get down to the wire here. Only four left: white, gold, navy, and turquoise. And yeah, honestly, it comes down to luck a bit, like who finds their gem, and yeah, navy just like falls off. That's funny. And so like, there's not really any real excitement. Like the endings are really close, but well, ending for the challenge isn't close. I mean, because it was, I believe, um, I think yeah, turquoise who won. Uh, gold got second, white third, navy last. And if you reverse that, that was the leaderboard ranks at that time, and that was obviously intentional to make it really close. And yeah, only 17 points. And yeah, for the longest time, I envisioned having this music to play in like some really close elimination. And yeah, gold, unfortunately, barely. There had to be one loser, and it was just gold. Even though it got second in the event, like that's really harsh. But then, yeah, then it shows previously the trampoline from the previous episode, and then yeah, the continuation. You know, bit of an eerie moment here where Lavender and Silver they just get picked up, and then yeah, Purple's obviously like got no idea what's going on, and then yeah, there's some imaginary like line created by Maroon, and it somehow works. Then Tan falls on the other side of the line, gets kidnapped. Oh, there's some Undertale music here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, day. Oh, whoops. Actually, whoops. Back to day 25. Yeah, I'd say this is. I don't know. I don't know. It's not. It's not gonna be S. I'm kind of in between A and B right now. Like the challenge, it wasn't super interesting, but I guess the elimination and the ending skit kind of carry it a bit. This is the sort of time where I could tell people I premiered these episodes by now, and yeah, people were starting to get really into the ending skits and stuff and what happened there. You know, um, pretty long episode as well, 18 minutes. I'll give this an A tier. Yeah. Day 26 now. Actually, no. You know what? I mean, yeah, I'll put 25 B. It wasn't too good. Like first time in a while we see yellow for this episode, and then yeah, the final three. Last time we see this intro. find someone. And yeah, the idea was just yeah, it was. I knew this was going to be an absolute landslide. That's what I planned. Kind of like by this point, when they have like that, I'm just going to say in moments, turquoise and navy, you could kind of tell it was just going to be like a free run to the finale for them. And yeah, there's like a bit of a montage there where they just glide through the challenges. The event itself, like every event so far, again, just like copied from BFDI, but I mean, it's still my events mostly. And yeah, White at this point, yeah, it's pretty written on the wall that he's going to get eliminated by now. And yeah, like I kind of just had this as like a just what's the phrase like calm before the storm, like before the finale for Turquoise and Navy. And yeah, Navy straight up gives Turquoise a win, and little did he know that ends up costing him the entire Algicosathlon because he didn't know that the finale was not going to be traditional first place, second place, gets X points. But yeah, White obviously gets eliminated, and then yeah, I'd honestly say this ending skill was just as like important. It's pretty cringy, but I mean, whatever, man. There's been worse in this series alone. Yeah, it's like yeah, green finally yellow gets yellow back to herself, and yeah, she helps that tan stuff. Lavender doesn't even refuse; she just like watches. It's pretty weird, but yeah, purple to quote her. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, geez, okay, this was pretty cringy. Uh, oh yeah, I mean, obviously, there's no swears for the entire series, but then ooh, I'll teach that yo not to. I'm not gonna finish that. Yeah, I'm not confirming anything that Silver was intending to say, but yeah, that's I don't know, just put that one in for funnies. Um, and then yeah, you could tell something big was gonna happen in the finale. Working on their future plans. Gee, I wonder what that's gonna be. And then yeah, it ends up just maroon on it on his own. And yeah, another like calm before the storm moment. Maroon's just there by himself. Okay, I need to stop. Okay, I seriously need to stop just summarizing what happens in this video. I'm trying to review these episodes. Day 26 gets an A. There we go. I need to hurry up. This video is long enough. Day 27, I mean, this should be pretty obvious. S tier. First off, the thumbnail. Yeah, if I remember, it took like I think 2 or 3 hours to make it on its own. I also did like a prototype like a couple months earlier that I got the idea for what it might look like. So I did like a prototype. I'll put that on screen right now. And yeah, the text boxes have gradients. That's awesome. I remember I got that idea like at the end of day 25. It was only like very recent where I got that idea. And the intros, I think it fits pretty well. A montage, like, tiny bit, tiny clip of every episode. I kind of just like went through this playlist and like figured, like scrolled past it, like, put? What should I put for this episode for the intro and just put the most exciting parts? Um, and this ending bit's pretty cool. But yeah, obviously an hour long. Like I still just think to myself, like, what the hell? I have made a 1 hour long Algicosathlon episode in my life. That's just crazy. And then yeah, obviously the event goes for a good like half an hour. It really drags on a bit, and then yeah, this bit was pretty cool. Uh, I had this idea of showing the scores go by slowly and then showing their faces like that, how it goes. I had that idea for a long time, actually. Obviously, I'm assuming you've seen it. Turquoise barely wins, and then this whole um, subplot finally comes to life. Silver and Lavender take over the land, and the dough is broken. So yeah, nothing they can do. And yeah, like I made little gradients. That gradient looks pretty cool. Like nighttime, nothing too special, but yeah, you could feel that this episode was truly like different to the others. Well, at least I felt that way when making it. And of course, again, 1 hour long. It took absolutely forever to animate. Absolutely forever. I remember. I think when it got to this point, obviously like a third of the way through by now. I remember like this scene where with Navy at the cave. I remember the day when I animated like this bit. It was just so hot, like it was like summer by that time, and I was just in my room animating this, and I was like so demotivated. Like I already animated like 90 minutes of stuff, and I'm knowing like that I'm only like not even a third of the way through this. It was so annoying, but it just persisted through. Um, the total amount of slides in this episode, I believe, was 584. And to put that into perspective, I think the second most, like the next most slides in an episode, I think like um day 19, I believe that was only like 220, so like over double that. And yeah, it was just insane. And then yeah, the sun comes. I think like this sort of perspective, I think it looks pretty cool. Another cool sky gradient, and then yeah, back to normal. The girls, they fall down the pit 2 days. So this 2 days later. So yeah, this is technically day 30, like right now of the series, because like this is day 27 when the event happens, and then it rolls over to midnight, and then from the sun's rising again. Like this lasted that throughout the entire night. So right now this is day 28, and then 2 days of falling. This is day 30. So that's a bit funny there. Oh yeah, and then this scene. This took like half an hour to make. It's pretty cool. They're all there, and also it's a reference in a way to one of the very first scenes from day one. This one where they all fall on host as well. That's pretty cool. And then yeah, that's that whole ordeal. You know, Jensen and Orange, they finally figure their stuff out. And then yeah, this sunrise gradient's nice. They're all in a line. It's a happy ending. I'm a sort of happy ending person. Although in saying that, Green White is my favorite Algicosathlon, and that is everything except a happy ending. But because I wanted mine to have a happy ending, and then yeah, there's just yellow and green. This yeah. Last bits of dialogue here. It's like, wow, this feels gorgeous, isn't it, Green? Then Green says, "That's right, because I'm looking at you." Yeah, I know this. I know that was cringy, but I figured, like very last bit of the series, it works. I don't care. It fits. I don't care. Say what you want about that. And then yeah, the end, and then you got credits as well. Oh wow, storyboard animation by me. Who could have guessed? There's a bit of fan art from the Discord. That was pretty cool. And medals and evolution of event ranks. Yeah, Rice Sand made this image on Google Sheets. Like I remember, I really wanted to include this in the finale, but I had like no idea how to make this. I had no idea how to use like Google Sheets or anything. So yeah, big thanks to Rice Sand for making that. And then yeah, I remember I exported this entire 1 hour video, and then I realized initially this special thanks I spelt special wrong. I did it so SPECAIL, and then I realized that really late, and I was like, "Oh my god, you're kidding!" So I had to quickly redraw like the I and the A, put that in, and re-export the entire thing. Yeah, this. Thanks for watching. I really like this. Like very right at the very end, I reckon that's cool. Shadow's doing a handstand. That's cool as hell, bro. But then, so yeah, I fixed that spelling mistake, and I was like, oh, phew, dodged that bullet. And then, I can't even remember where it is. I think it's like here or something. No, basically, yeah, I spelt areas wrong. Yeah, and I was watching the premiere back, like really nervous and stuff. Finale of the series, it was at midnight as well, my time. That's not important. Yeah, here it is. Wait, surely. Wait, no, no. It's bear with me here. It's a little bit before. Yes, here it is. There are other bags too in vast secret areas, and that's supposed to say areas. And that right there is the only spelling mistake that I'm aware of in the entire series, and it still bugs me to this day how I let that slip. Like I proof watch all of my episodes. I would have come across this like so many times, and the fact that I didn't say this, it's just so annoying. It's so close to being perfect. I spelled areas wrong, but anyway, the episode still gets an S tier. Like obviously, it's a pretty good finale, I'd say. Um, but yeah, and funny story. I animated. I didn't use Clipchamp to edit this whole thing. I bought 1 month of Adobe Premiere Pro for $40 just to animate, or not animate, sorry, edit this, just so it wouldn't have those stupid, weird glitched pixels in the video, and like that took a fair bit just to learn the basics of Premiere Pro. Um, and yeah, obviously it took ages to edit, way longer than every other episode as well. I think it took like around a week just to do like the slides in. But yeah, obviously just a huge relief when it was all finally done and stuff. You know, the spelling mistake. Sometimes it keeps me up at night. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter. But, yeah, pretty good end to this series, I'd say. And yeah, w- along with the finish of this series, that is the finish of this here YouTube video. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Here is the final tier list. If you guys want to see, and yeah, still day two, Absolute Abomination gets its own tier. But yeah, I'll wrap things up for this video. And everyone, just one more thing. If you have made it to the end of this video, I respect that. So I'll give a little secret. The next video on this channel is going to be Algicosathlon Day 1, the storyboard. Not sure when I'll get to it. I'll do it just like sometime soon. But yes, for the first time, I'll reveal the storyboards to you guys, to the public. Yeah, it should be pretty cool. Basically, uh, There's videos on the Jack and Jellyfy channel showcasing the original BFDI storyboards and like other of their storyboards as well. It's basically going to be a bit like that. I'll do like the storyboards on one bit, and then like obviously the video as a comparison as well. But yeah, that'll be pretty fun to make. And yeah, stay tuned for that. That will be the next video on this channel. And yeah, that's about it, everyone. See ya. I don't know. Like I said, I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed.